And now it's time for Season 14 and the 2024 League de Nutz season to begin with the draft selection show. At 6'1", he plays point guard, but in this league, he's the commissioner, Matt Nutz Levine. All right, and welcome to the League de Nutz season. Hope you liked a dramatic entrance. Not quite like Michael, Scotty, and the rest of the Bulls used to have, but what can you do, right? A little entertainment to welcome in the 2024 League de Nutz season, and it is the 14th season in League de Nutz history. Been going since 2009. Took a little hiatus for a couple years back and strong, and what a season last season was, right? I'd be remiss not to do a little rehashing and, of course, talk about the champion. Of course, League de Nutz last year was won by this dude right here. Dingstown's butt fumbles, 253-118 in the championship game over Keldar. And that was the biggest blowout, as you see, of all of last season. So, a humongous victory at the right time, and that's what happens when your team gets hot and you go on a bit of a run, as Dingstown won on last year. So, he had a terrific finish to the season. I'll note it a little bit more. Let's look at the final standings, shall we? Look at Keldar right there. Dingstown butt fumbles. They both won their respective divisions as Keldar finished 7-8. It shows you can make the finals under 500, right? Finish as the runner-up. Yours truly, well, not such a great season as I sort of blankety-blank the old bed. Nutztown finished 8th overall in the league. The year before, I went to the title game. Last year, I had a terrible draft. You talk about the importance of the draft. Drafted Eckler, and I never was comfortable with my draft. I had Waddle. He was off and on and so forth. Those were my first couple draft picks, and things just fell apart for me as the season went along. So 5-10. And there's Dingstown, the champion, a game over 500 at 8-7. As that's the Haganah and Shoreham Drive East again, respectively, onto the Wold Bundy stuff. There you got it. Whoa, Bundy. Paul Kai. Great year. 12-3. He was the hottest team all season. Right? Went to the semis. And that was a good division there. Saquon's was 9-6. AB's, the flip side, 6-9. Loopy's, terrific season. Fell short in the semis against Dinglings. Smash U, another great season, 9-6. Came up short himself. And there you have Stanford Does Nuts. A season to forget about, but that's the beauty of everyone starting 0-0, fresh from scratch tonight. As in a moment, I will bring, I brought it out, the old spaghetti pot. Hear that? That's your future right in there. 12 pieces of paper, everyone's name is on there. I'll try to do it this way. As you can see, there we go. I can type in the name so you work with me as we go. Okay? All right. So, again, last year, Dinglings takes the championship. Here are the final standings. The top 6. If you make it in the top 6 in League de Nutz, you've certainly earned your stripes. Last year, I would say the parity not as great as other years where we didn't have 11 to 12 teams like the previous year, where I said I went to the championship and lost against Polk High School. But all right, let's see. Good. I want to make sure. I'm just checking the text, make sure at the sound everything's good. Thank you so much from one of you who's out there. Appreciate it. Giving me a little heads up. So last year, the year before, as I said, I went to the finals, and that year we had 11-12 in the last week that were alive and well for the playoffs. So last year we had most of the division winners settled. Things were pretty much settled going into the final couple of weeks. But as I mentioned, you had the hot teams, the 12-win teams with Loopy and Polk High School. So, all time, let's take a look at who's got the most titles, and then I'm going to talk about the playoff win again for the playoff wins, dings, I meant plural. All time, you got it right there. Polk High School, mentioned him. His third title came year before last against yours truly. Caldar, Loopy, Smash, Dings, all of them own 2 of those Nutz Cups right there. Fox, Bone and Ribs, no longer in League the Nutz. Fox came aboard about, 5 years ago, and he already has a title. He's been ultra competitive year in and year out. Now, last year, okay, in these semifinals, it was all about the Buckner for Dingstown. This was where things got started, and as Hanukkah came early. 176-174 over Loopy's, broke Loopy's heart. I don't think Loopy's has recovered. He needs this season to start to forget about last season. That's being nice, sugarcoating. It'll bother the guy for his rest of his life. That's because he cares. Buckner, 6 field goals, 1 point after, 24 points. He wins by 2. It's all about the kicker. The kicker for Loopy's, 1 point. I think it was a Buffalo kicker. Then it's on to the championship game, and this was the dagger.
And there's more to talk about that. As Stroud, little play action to start. Good protection. Airs it out for Collins. He's got it. 1 play. Touchdown, Texans. 75 yards to start the night for number 7. And it's Nico.
Final score right there, 253-118. Okay? Now, 4 dinglings, and I'm going to make the point here. And I know you all know this by now. You're all pros, right? No teaching going on. Just making a point. Well, maybe a little teaching. Who am I? I don't have any Nutz Cups. By the way, I'm going to show you what I do have in the wall in a moment. In a moment, we'll zoom out, which is always exciting around here. My point is, see these guys on the screen? They all led Dings to victory in that 253-118 dismantling of Caldar in the championship game, because the guy to the far left, Ridley, 39 points for the Jaguars. Just trying to think. Where'd Ridley go? Tennessee, right? Tennessee. Goff, quarterback, top left, 29 points. Amon Ross, St. Brown, had 44 points. Not pictured there, but I got something for you. I got a picture of him. And then who was the other guy? I mentioned Ridley. I mentioned Goff. I mentioned Nico. Yeah, Nico had 51 points. I showed the highlight of Nico. But look, my point is this, right? These are the projected players right here for this year. Now, Dingling, if we go back, sorry, a little overzealous. I'm in week 8 right now. I'm all fired up. This week in League the Nutz, which is the selection show preview, right? I think I'm throwing heat right now. 96, 95 on the radar gun. The changeup looks good. A little Vaseline in the bill of the cap. Spitball action. Let's get it going. So, as you see here, those 3 guys I mentioned, right? And I threw in Ridley. Dinglings had a variety of ways of obtaining these guys. Here's how important the draft is, because second round draft pick, 3rd overall, St. Brown, Dinglings. Took Ridley in the 4th round, 3rd overall. Goff off the waiver wire, October 20-something, 23rd, I think it was. I didn't write that down. But September 5th, okay, I did write this down. The other player he claimed was Nico. And again, Caldar, hide for this one.
Collins, and there's no disguise to what he's doing. It's just a foot race. He takes off on the deep post. It's rookie Juju Brents who's in coverage on him.
Nail in the coffin. The obligatory.
That's caught. That's Collins, his second catch, and this one not as...
A little bit of this, a little bit of that makes up the ingredients to the winning recipe for a title for Dinglings. 2 clutch players off the waiver wire, drafted a bunch of clutch players, including the ones I just showed you. So that's the past dinglings. Again, cheers. Okay, it's none of the funny stuff. It's the Arizona iced tea. Inflation, now $1.05. Always was 99 cents. I'm not going to talk about that. We're focusing on fantasy football. Let's zoom out. I said I would. Okay, controller. Now, if you look up there, whoops, other arm above the NBA Jam. Look at that guy right there. That is your Nutztown Destroyer. Printed all fancy, framed by yours truly, on the wall to give me some luck. In other words, if I was ever fortunate enough, there is plenty of space for a trophy. Okay, past is the past, the present is the present. Let's take another look at this, and then we're going to draw those numbers, get the show on the road. It's interesting. They show their top 14 prospects, right? We have 12 to go in our league. Fantasy pros, McCaffrey, well, he's there for the taking. If Polk gets a high enough pick, I definitely think he goes, number one. You see Lamb, Hill, Chase, Jefferson, Hall, all 6 of those comfortable with all of them, including Brown. Robinson's up there high. The other Brown, Wilson. You see how high he's going to be up there this year with the hopes that Rodgers is healthy. Taylor was a guy a couple of years ago as number 1. Saquon, new team with the Eagles. Puka, for all intents and purposes, I think he should be sandwiched somewhere between McCaffrey and maybe in Hall, right there, 1 through 6. And then Henry, who's an oldie but a goodie, right? See Henry top right. Promised you St. Brown, lower bottom, JJ, and McCaffrey to round it out. So there you go. A little bit of, again, a rundown of historical champions in League the Nutz. We pay homage to them, talk about Dinglings and the championship that he won last year, and a lot of it attributed to his skill. We'll all need some luck, but he pulled the right strings throughout the season. So again, congratulations to Dinglings. Now, like I said, we're all donuts. 0-0. Everyone is in first place. Where are you going to select in this 2024 draft? So let's get it started. That's where I should have gotten the clip, the Michael Buffer, right? Let's get ready to, or the Beatles. Shake it up, baby. All right, so they're all in there. 12 names. I've crossed my list. I checked it twice. Shaking it up. All right, let's go. I'm just going to put it down. Just going to grab one. With the first pick in the League the Nutz draft, it belongs to, how about that, son of a gun? Whoa, Bundy! All right, so Polk gets number 1, and I got to write this down in a hard copy. He's loyal to this show. When this goes on, it goes on the main screen in the guy's living room there in the house. So Polk gets number 1. Let me see if I can do this on the spot. Bear with me. All right, let's see. There we go. Okay. Do it that way. Number 1 for League the Nutz belongs to the number 1 team that has the most championships with 3, and now he gets a chance to go for number 4 with the top pick. Congratulations to Polk. Now let's go and see who gets number 2 in the League the Nutz draft. There we go. Magic Johnson around the back. Who do we got? How about that? Stanford Dose Nuts. I talked about him having a season to forget. Now he may have a season to remember. Congratulations to you, Stanford Dose Nuts. Dose Nuts. I'm actually spelling out nuts. Okay. Let me figure this in. All right. On to number 3. There you go. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. I'm your boogeyman. All right, enough of that. Karaoke every Wednesday night. I'll be here all week, folks. Let's see. How about that? Yours truly. Number 3. It makes me nervous. Everything makes me nervous. All right, Nutztown. NTD, baby. Number 3. Faux, faux, faux. In honor of the great Moses Malone. Here we go. Shake it up. Inside. Make sure I got one. There we go. Smash you. Congratulations. Pick number 4. Moses Malone. All right. So smash. To keep it, always keep a hard copy, right? Always keep score at home. We got number 5 coming up. Joe DiMaggio. Whoops. Cinco de Mayo. Kerry Collins. Number 5 pick in the League the Nutz draft belongs to. Make sure I got one. Loopy. Well, luck for Loop, right? Kind of think he deserves it after that semifinal loss last year. Loopy, if I'm you, you might even want to do it with the 5th pick. Maybe it's too early, but Harrison Buckner, select him. Keep him away from dings, whatever you do. So Loopy gets number 5. 555. Loop. The Loopster. All right. Number 6. Here we go. Joe Torre, number 6. Bubby Brister. It's ridiculous, number 6. Who else? I don't remember. Let's see. Shake, shake, shake. Big Penix. I didn't say it the wrong way. I said it the right way. I practiced before I went on. Really did, but this was Saquon Dable's last year, or Dable Saquon. I think it was the first season for these two, right? Pete and Josh. I think so. Congratulations, guys. You're right in the middle. Big Penix. Say it the wrong way, your mother's going to wash your filthy mouse out with soap. I warn you. All right. Big Penix. Hey, listen, you pay $120, set your lineup every week, name your team whatever the hell you want. It's up to you. Will Penix be good in Atlanta? I think so. It's kind of weird. They took, I always call him Gus Frerotte, was, what's his name? Kurt, what's his name from the Vikings? I can't even remember his name. Anyway, they took him, right? Paid him $300 million. Then they get the kid Penix. And that's kind of weird, but anyway. Kirk Cousins. All right, let's see. Who we got with number 7 here? Mickey Mantle. Joe Theismann. Del Rey. Came into the league 2 years ago. Playoffs, division first year. Last year, some ups, some downs, a little bit of a roller coaster ride, but he's in 7th heaven right now. So congratulations to you, Del Rey. We'll see what he can do. All right, we're going to go number 8 here. Fill this in. Del Rey. All right. Number 8, Yogi Berra, Latrell Sprewell, Troy Aikman. All right, that's 1. Shotgunners, Yonkers. Missed the draft last year. Apologize for it. America is a land of redemption and second chances. Shotgunners, we expect you to have one hell of a live draft this year. Congratulations. You are number 8. Yonkers. Okay. Number 9. All right, 9 is fine. All right, here we go. A little shaking, getting a workout. Boys and girls, don't do this at home. I warned you. No disclaimer, but you get a verbal one. No written one. All right. Number 9, Roger Maris. Here we go. Fox. Talked about him earlier. He's made great contributions to League D Nutz so far. So let's write down Fox. Shotgunner's out of the way. Number 9. I'm working overtime today. It's the toughest work I've done all day. All right. Besides pour that delicious iced tea, excuse me. Okay, number 10. 10. Well, tougher numbers. No, it's a good number. Eli Manning, Rick Cerrone. Toughest situation you can be. Replace the fallen Thurman Munson as Yankees catcher back in the day. Rest in peace, Captain. All right. Eli, though, had a great run at wearing that number, didn't he? Eli should be in the Hall of Fame. All right, here we go. Keldar. All right, some good symmetry with Eli. I know Keldar likes Eli. So we got 2 more left. And if you're keeping score at home, you can bet who one of the 2 may be. Let's fill in Keldar here at number 10. Oops. First spelling error of the night. Number 11, Phil Simms. Come on. Need to say anything else? Highest complete. I did say something else. I knew it. I couldn't just shut my trap. Highest completion passing percentage of any quarterback in Super Bowl. 1986. Super Bowl 23, I think. 22 of 25. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Dings. Champ, you're getting number 11. It's usually as in real football, right? But you'd finish 12th in real football. You'd get the last pick for winning the championship. So it's close to the real thing. Dings at number 11. Can't say I feel bad for you because I know you'll manage to do something really good with number 11. You're the champ. What can I say? We all got to knock you off the mountain. Why am I shaking it? There's only one thing left. Duh. We should know who this is. And ABs. So ABs gets the last pick. I was shaking it. I like shaking. What can I say? All right, AB's painted helmet. You get the 12th pick, my friend. So that's how the cookie crumbles here, right? So there we go. We've got Polk, Stanford Those Nuts, yours truly, Nuts Down Destroyers, Smash, Loopy, Big Penix, Delray, Yonkers, Fox, Keldar. Sorry, dude. Cledar. Maybe you should consider that. I like that. It's actually fancier than Keldar. Oh, that's it. Now you're a Cledar, whether you like it or not. All right, I fixed it. Keldar, Dings, and AB's painted helmet. So that's 1 through 12. Now the draft, of course, is coming this Tuesday night. So get ready. If you're traveling this weekend, then hit one of those Hudson News stores in the airport and overpay by $20 for a fantasy draft magazine to keep yourself busy. If you're traveling, safe travels, of course. If not, then do your homework. Enjoy yourself over the weekend. Get ready because Tuesday night at 6 o'clock, or 6, I'm sorry, take that back. 6 o'clock p.m. or 6 o'clock Pacific. It's 9 o'clock p.m., 9 o'clock Eastern on Tuesday night, and that'll be what? I don't even want to look at the date. The 3rd, the 4th, right? So anyway, get ready for that. Now I have to look at the calendar because I'm such a burnout that I can't remember what date it was. All right, so Tuesday night is going to be the 3rd. That was close. So the 3rd at 9 p.m. Eastern. Be there, be square. If you have any problems, then remember to auto-draft it. If you can't make it, you can't make it. I know there's one person that's going to be traveling abroad, so what are you going to do? But just take the time to auto draft so at least you get the best players that ESPN would prognosticate and slip in to your roster and your lineup. So you'd be in the hands of ESPN, but it's better than not auto-drafted, and then you wind up with like 6 linebackers, which we saw last year with the Yonkers Shotgunners in like their first 10 picks or whatever it was. So auto-draft, if there's any problems, let me know. Like I say, any time during the season, if you have problems setting the lineup, then just get in touch with me, and I can fix it from my end or whatever I can do. But anything you need, just reach out via text, via email. We'll take care of it. I'm happy everyone's back. It's the 3rd straight year that we have everyone back. It makes it easier. Again, a little less parity last year, but the year before was wild. And traditionally, it really is a feast or famine league, and it's parity from start to finish. This is a great journey we go on for the next 4 months. Hard to believe. You start, well, I'm always in flip-flops and shorts and down here, right, in the Sunshine State. But you start the season off in the summer. Then before you know it, it's the holiday season and the winter. And if you're lucky enough to take it to the limit, as the Eagles would sing, then you're able to go right into the new year, which Keldar and Dingalings did last year. And it is a fun, fun ride. So remember, draft well, be safe this weekend. Hit me up if you need anything. Welcome to the League de Nuts 2024 season. Let's get it on. I'll catch you later.